Hey everybody, happy Tuesday night. Just got home from work. What time is it? I have no idea. Oh yeah, my phone's here. 8:50. Yep, just got home from work. Which is fine. It was my choice. That scared me. Had stuff I had to do. It's the way it is, right? So, haven't been on live in a while. Tonight is Unbox at night. But literally it's 9 o'clock. So, doing everything prepared. But what I am doing is I'm making Hector supper, and then I'm going to do something with some ground beef in the hopes that it's still good. So, Hector is getting drumsticks. So, in my stainless steel bowl, which I absolutely love these. I've told you this a few times before. Silicone base, doesn't slide around. They come with covers, it's got a pour spout, it's got the measurement that's inside, it's got a thumb hole, all the things. And using my awesome tongs, these are my favorite tongs ever, and they come in this kind of larger size, but they also come in these little babies. Aren't they cute? So, anyway, so in this mess, I put in we had some Italian oil. So it's basically like an olive oil or a sunflower oil with a bunch of Italian spices, garlic and paprika and all the things. And then I also added my own mishmash of stuff, like some pepper, some garlic powder, some onion salt, some pepper, garlic parmesan, all the things. So now with my Brilliance baking pan that comes with a rack. I'm going to put this on here. I put the foil down just to kind of I know it's still going to be a mess, but at least it decreases the mess so it's not as bad, because I like to clean my dishes before I go to bed. So I don't want to be doing like any heavy scrubbing. But you know what? With these Brilliance pans, you don't have to anyway. The bakeware is phenomenal. Non-stick. I now actually make meatloafs and banana breads and, you know, all of the things, because you just tip it over and the food comes out. Okay, so I put all those things in here and it's been sitting. These are chicken drumsticks, and I'm just going to place them onto the rack. I've got my oven preheated to 425. Okay, so I'm just giving them a little bit of space in between each one, you know, so they're not too on top of each other. What did you guys have for dinner tonight? I'd like to know. I'm always looking for new ideas. I know I get a lot of recipes online, and I like to show you guys those. I like to listen to a lot of influencers, a lot of content creators. There's some great home cooks out there. And then I get those recipes and then I kind of tweak them and make them my own. Do you guys like to do that too, or do you kind of follow the recipes? Are you a recipe follower, or do you kind of do your own thing? All right, so here we go. Placing them on there. So technically, I think they're supposed to cook for about 45 minutes. And then like halfway through, so I'll set a timer for halfway through, just so I can flip them, let them get cooked evenly. And I believe the final temperature is supposed to be 165. The nice part is I have the Pampered Chef thermometer, and it's on a cord, and it has all the temperatures that your meat is supposed to be at in order to make sure that it's safe to eat. Okay, so putting all the chicken. Everybody have a good day. I hope everybody had a good day. I had a good day. It was a long day, but it was a good day. There we go. Okay, so those are my chickens. Chickens. Okay, I'm gonna open up the oven because I have a very bad habit of dropping things. I'm very clumsy. I want to show you the chicken, but I don't want to drop the chicken. So there's the chicken. Okay, and it's on a rack. And I'll, like I said, about 45 minutes, but halfway through, I'll flip them over. Okay, so I'm gonna put those in. go. Okay. This is not working, so I'm going to use my Pampered Chef timer. All right, so this here. This is our Pampered Chef timer. I don't know if we sell these anymore. I'll have to look because I really like it. You can actually be timing the cooking of 4 different items in your kitchen at the same time. So I'm just putting it on time 1. And what did we say, about 23 minutes? So we'll just make it 23 minutes. And then it's got a magnet on the back, and it's got like a little clip, but I just like to keep it on my refrigerator, and then when I need it, I just take it out and put it near the oven. And then this is our thermometer with the probe. They made, I don't know, did men make this? Because there's a bottle opener for your beer, I guess. And then here's the probe. Hi Sarah, how are you? So this is our thermometer with the probe and the bottle cap opener. And so you just kind of, there's a button here at the top. You just turn it on. I just press it with the probe. And then what you do is you can put this into the meat while it's in the oven, and it will, and then keep this on the counter, and then you'll know when the meat is ready. You know, just kind of keep monitoring the temperature. But I just do it when it's out. I mean, I can do it, but I don't know. It's just as easy just to halfway through test the temps, see where I'm at, flip them, and you know. That's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So I was just I just got home from work. It's been a 12-hour day. And so now I'm making my boyfriend Hector some chicken drumsticks. So I just put those in the oven. Don't judge my dirty oven. So those are on our Brilliance baking sheet on the rack that comes with it. And I just put some foil to prevent it from, making too much of a mess. I put the timer on. He's probably gonna have some baked beans, so he's good. Okay, so tonight technically is my unbox it night. So Sarah, I don't know if I've told you this, but every night during the week I try to do a theme. And Monday night is kitchen hacks, whether it's truth or clickbait, because I have seen so many things out there that people are like, oh, you're gonna try this, and it's so fake, it's so false. So I really like testing things out to let people know, hey, this did work, or it's a bunch of hooey. Tuesday nights are unbox at night. One of the things I'm passionate about is how many times I have met people at markets and they say, I've been to so many Pampered Chef parties, I have so many boxes of items in the cabinet that I have no idea how to use, and I'm just gonna get rid of them. They buy them, they're like, it's kind of like an impulse buy, and then they get it home, they can't remember how to use it, it just sits there, and it's a waste of money, and I hate that. I hate people thinking they wasted money. I want them to get it out of the box, get it home, excuse me, get it out of the box, get it to be used in their kitchen, and see how it can make things easier for them. So for each person, I would love it if somebody said to me, hey, I have this in my closet, you know, and this is my style of cooking, and this is our lifestyle, so how would it help me? And that's what I would really like to do, is help people with that. So tonight's Unbox It, because of the fact that I'm home so late, I just kind of grabbed something. So Sarah, if you're still here, what do you think this is? I don't know if you're still here, hon. If anybody's on, what do you think this is? Okay, not sure if she's still here. So, this is our new roll maker. It's not just for sushi. People are trying all different kinds of things with it. It essentially, yes, it is meant to do sushi rolls, but you can also do fruit sushi instead of savory sushi. You can do, a lot of people are doing cookies, like cookie dough. So basically what this does, you've got this little cap at the end, okay, and that exposes this disc. All right, the cap, put it aside. Now, this guy unsnaps, okay? And so if you were working on a tabletop, you would take this guy out, okay? And now you're left with this part. Whatever, let's say we're making a basic California roll. So you would pre-make, and you pre-make the sticky rice, and you put it along here, and you put it along here, and you kind of press it down, right? Press it down, press it down. Now you cut up, or julienne, some cucumbers. You know, there we go. Hey, okay. So I'm here, I'm back. Had a problem with wireless, but I'm back now. What I do is I turn off my wireless when I go to work, and because I literally just got home, forgot to turn on the wireless when I got home, and decided to just go on live. So, again, we were talking about this little roll maker, okay? So I took off the disc, which is basically just a twist, and that was at the end. Then I took out this guy, little squeegee thing. And now if you were on a tabletop, you would open this up and you would put some sticky rice here, pat it down, pat it down. You could even use this guy to kind of push it, right? Then you julienne some cucumbers, some carrots, some crab meat, and you kind of lay them in that divot of the rice, okay? So just picture all the yummies that you get in the California rolls, okay? Just for the simple sake of, you know, demonstration. Now you would put this guy in, just like so. Let me make sure here. I could be wrong. Hold on, hold on. I do know what I'm doing. It's just really late and I'm tired. That's my excuse. No, it goes the other way. Okay. It looks like it goes this way, but it does not. Because this is going to come up here. Okay. So now you've pushed it down, pushed it down. Now you come down here. You've got all that rice in there. You've got all that yummies, the crab meat, the cucumber, whatever else goes in there. Oh, avocado, right? So then you're going to put this in and close it up. And now you click it, okay? So now you've got your all your rice in there with all the yumminess. Now you lay out your seaweed paper, right, on the cabinet or the counter, and then you are going to push, and so it's just a little bit of a, and then you start pushing that rice as you're laying it down against the rice, the seaweed paper, and you push it, and it comes out in a long tube on the seaweed paper. And then you wet it, and you flip it so that it makes a roll. And then you kind of let it dry a little bit, or even put it in the fridge, and then you use your knife to cut it into your California rolls. And then I actually am thinking about having a class at my house to kind of have people come over, and maybe we'll try 2 different recipes with the roll maker. We're not calling it a sushi roll maker because there's so many other things you can use with it. Use it for, because some people don't like sushi, right? Now this cap just goes on the end, just holds everything in place, right? So that's our roll maker. So if you ever go to a party and you've bought that and you're like, I don't know what to do with it, well, that's what you do with it. And one of these days, I'm going to come up with, I just have to work out the logistics of, so basically what someone would do if they wanted to be in the class is I would choose a date, or I would kind of give a couple of dates. And then I would have like 3, 4, 5 people here. I could probably do that around my table. And each person would pay in advance for a little bit of the ingredients, and then their own roll maker, and maybe a couple of other things that we might use to make the rolls. And then everybody would go home with their roll maker accessories and the sushi that they made. whether it's sushi or fruit sushi or cookies or whatever we decide to make with this. So that's what I'm thinking about. So if anybody's interested in that, please let me know. And what I could do is that same night, do a live. So that not only do I have a class with people there, but if you're at home and you're kind of living in a distance, we can do it together. So that's our roll maker. That's my unboxing. The chicken drumsticks have about 12 minutes left before I have to flip them and chuck them and all the things. And now I'm just going to make myself something. I have no idea what I'm going to have, but I pulled out some hamburger meat, so maybe I'll just do something with that. Because I've never been a fan of drumsticks. Do you guys like drumsticks? I never liked drumsticks. But he loves them. It makes him happy. And they're easy. They're so easy. So yeah, I think that's it. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If anybody's interested in seeing more of the roll maker or the Brilliance bakeware that I used, let me know. If you want the recipe that I used for the chicken drumsticks, let me know. And I would love it if everybody who watches this becomes part of my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm kind of putting all of my videos, a ton of recipes. Like every once in a while when I have a chance, I put on like 5 or 6 recipes, and they're just going under the post section, and then plus my videos, tips, and then hopefully people can start asking me some questions that maybe we can all work together toward answering to make things quicker and easier in the kitchen for all of us. Every one of us has a different, work schedule or not work schedule. We have families. We are cooking for 1. We're cooking for 2. I want to downsize my kitchen. I'm just starting my kitchen. Everybody's different. So I want to be able to answer everybody's questions, and hopefully we can kind of all help each other. So that's my goal. So if you're interested in becoming a subscriber, which is free to my YouTube channel, let me know. And I hope everybody has a great night. And thank you again for your support and your patience. This past weekend was phenomenal, but I am exhausted. But I'm off for the next 3 days from my day job. I will be attending virtually the conference for Pampered Chef, the 46th conference. That is, well, I don't know, actually I don't even know if they've been having it that long. But it has been 46 years since Pampered Chef was founded, and they have a conference every year in July, mid-July, in Chicago, because that's where the company is, etc. So a lot of consultants will fly out there. We get firsthand look at the fall products, the fall catalog, get to celebrate each other's victories and successes within the business, talk about new recipes, the whole thing. It's so much fun. They play games and everything. So anyway, so that's what I'll be doing this week, and just kind of enjoying some time at home and Caitlin's 19th birthday. And yeah, I think that's it. So I hope everybody has a great night. And like I said, just reach out with any questions or anything, because I want to be here for you guys. Thanks so much. See ya.